Hello everyone, it's me, Jessica, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we are doing a speed build, and it's gonna turn into a modern family home as it comes along. I kind of took a different approach in the beginning here with like kind of trying to actually map out the front facade of what it would look like, and like where I specifically would like to have the stairs and just kind of some stuff like that. And that's not typically how I build, so it was a little different for me, but I just wanted to try something a little different, I guess. Um, but I am super happy with the way that this house came along. I feel like it was a bit more than I had really tried to do recently. I haven't built anything this big in quite a long time. And I think that, in the past, I've had a lot of trouble with furnishing houses that are this big. I actually, like halfway through the build, I end up moving this house to the lot next door because I hadn't built anything on it yet anyways. And it became so much bigger than I expected it to be. I didn't really go into this thinking that I would build such a big house, but I just, I don't know. The more I worked on the shape of it, the more I was like, yeah, I really, I'm digging it. I like it. I like what's going on. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day out there in the real world. It's been a good morning around here. It's currently Saturday, late July, about to be August, and I'm really excited because I am an August baby. My birthday is August 12th, so right around the corner. I'm very excited just to spend it with my personal family, my husband and my daughter. We might go to the park or something, just us. Because we have been very much practicing the social distancing and staying at home, stuff like that. With everything going on in just this year, 2020, it's wild out there, and you just gotta stay safe, gotta do your best. And if you are new to my channel, my husband and I have a little girl. She is just over a year old, so we're doing our very best to make sure that she's staying safe in these times as well. And I actually like the front porch here really changes shape quite a bit. I probably could have cut some of this out, but it's part of the process, So that is what it is, you just gotta try things, and if you don't like it, you gotta keep trying. And I think I actually switched the door over. So the door and the window are like swapped. And I think I ditched those windows altogether, which was kind of difficult to decide on because I really liked the Moschino windows on the front there. But it in the end, it comes together, and I couldn't take the Moschino windows with me. It was unfortunate. But yeah. My birthday's coming up. My husband's birthday is like in the middle of September, so we are both about to turn 30, the dirty 30s, and it's just, what a year to turn 30. What a year. Man, oh man. I think that because this speed build is honestly a bit longer, and there is definitely a bit more time to fill as opposed to just talking about the build itself, which you can actually see the front coming together quite nicely at this point. I've got a bunch of the landscaping kind of placed. The front door is still not where it's going to end up, but it's coming together. But I figured I would just kind of talk a bit about, I don't know, some random things. I started my morning this morning with coffee as always, and I actually paused The Princess Bride because they have it on Disney Plus, so that I could go ahead and record this voiceover for the speed build. Because my daughter is she's taking her nap right now, so I've got my time, and I've always said whenever I get my time, I go for it. I try. But you're gonna see me really, really struggle with this floor plan. I think I actually cut quite a bit of it out. I did an awful lot of work off camera when it comes to the floor plan and stuff like that, because I feel like I was really struggling with it. I was like happy in some ways with the way it was coming along, and then at other times I was like, I don't know, maybe the stairs need to be moved, but I really liked the stairs in that spot. So I was just having a lot of like personal debates with myself, and it was just kind of tricky. But this is the garage. I put a laundry space back in the corner of the garage there, and then I just kind of put like a bit of activities to do, like workouts. There's, I think, a candle making and a woodworking station that go in here, like in the garage. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that I have changed up the floor plan. So there ends up being 2 bathrooms downstairs and 2.5 upstairs. So there's plenty of toilets, plenty of spots for your Sims to plop down and do their business. But anyways, I thought I would maybe just talk about like some music that I like. I know that's kind of a cliche thing to talk about, but I've really been vibing on this girl named Charlotte Cardin, like Cardin, Cardin. I don't know where she's from, but she does a lot of covers, and then she has a bunch of her own original music. And I found her on YouTube, and she just has the most beautiful, unique voice, and I am super about people like that. Janae Aiko is another one of my like favorite artists. Like pretty much every single one of her songs just makes me cry. Like she takes my soul and just directly speaks to it. And I could be like mad and feel like, hey, you don't have to attack me like that. But in reality, it's just like I feel like she always speaks so much to like something that has happened in my life, and I think a lot of people's lives, we all go through heartbreaks and, random just ups and downs of life, and that's just how it is. But Janae just has such a beautiful way of talking about life and talking about the downs, and I just love it. If you don't listen to Janae's music, Janae Aiko, beautiful stuff. You should totally listen to it. I've been listening to her for years now, and oh man. She's got some new stuff that came out this summer, because of course, what else do you do in quarantine? You just come up with things, I'm sure as artists, all you have to do is write right now, and I mean, what else? Pardon me. In other news, this morning my daughter had banana again. This is actually the second time I've gotten her to eat banana, but I'm very happy about it because, we're making moves here. We're making progress. We're eating foods. She had a grilled cheese the other day. We're just like eating food, she's like a person, like a whole person. Oh, it's so crazy, being a parent, having a child. I waited a long time, until almost 30 to have a child, and I'm so happy I did. I always wanted to wait. I know you don't always get to pick, accidents happen, but I'm so happy I was able to wait, and we were like actively trying whenever we did get pregnant, so it was not like apparently she is awake. It was not like earth-shattering, like some people getting news that they're pregnant. It's like, whoo. Anyways, changing the subject there. I got a big old chocolate lab. You can hear my child in the background screaming. I got a big old chocolate lab named Durban. He is 13 years old. He's getting really old. He's got all the pepper, salt and pepper in his beard. I'm not ready for my old man to be such an old man. But I got Durban at the pound whenever I was 20. I went in, actually for my 20th birthday, and I wanted to get a dog. But I didn't want a puppy because I was in college and I was working, and it's just, I've tried to be self-aware that I didn't have time for a puppy. So I went ahead and I just got Durban. He was 2 years old, but that's, or roughly 2 years old, I guess I should say. But that's how it goes, you save a dog, you get a little less time with them. But that's okay because I was able to give him some extra time and stuff that, he may not have gotten otherwise. Because honestly, whenever I went to go pick him up from the pound, they were all like, oh, he gets to go home finally. He finally found a home. I think they actually had him for quite a few months. And being a city pound, that's kind of rare. Dogs, I don't know. Maybe not all pounds, but some pounds can be pretty ruthless with their time limits. Another fun little fact about whenever I got Durban from the pound is there was actually puppies, lab puppies that were probably about 5 months old whenever I was looking through the dogs before I had actually decided upon which dog I was going to get. There were 2 puppies, and they were actually not in the same cage. They were probably 6 spaces away from each other, and Durban just so happened to actually be in the middle of them. And I thought about getting a puppy because they were also labs, and I just grew up with a lab, so familiarity kind of thing. I wanted a lab. But whenever I went to go pick Durban up to take him home with me, the puppies were actually being adopted together, going home to the same place together. And I thought that was such a beautiful little bonus, because why not? I mean, who doesn't love a good pup story? The dodo, anybody? I got my husband into just watching videos on Facebook or online or whatever, and just crying because life is beautiful and scary, and you just gotta take the good with the bad. My cat currently has her claw stuck in my house shoe, so that's my real life. But yeah, I hope that you guys are liking the speed build so far. We've come quite a long ways at this point. I hope that you can kind of see that I tried to warm the place up. I brought an actual kind of taupey color to the walls instead of I was trying to do stone and brick walls here and there, and it just was too cold, too stark for my personal liking. I'm not very good at building super modern and stark builds. I can make a modern frame, but then I'm still gonna make it kind of warm and cozy on the inside, because that's just who I am, It really, it just is. I'm trying to think. I think there was a few more things that I kind of wanted to just ramble about, but I don't know. We do have a dog that looks like a dingo. If you are familiar with my channel, you may have seen her, because she kind of hangs out here and there in the back of my videos. She's a little fawn color, she looks like a deer. We just call her our dingo dog, because why not? Anyone else just find it really easy to talk about animals? Whenever I was a server at Outback, I found that a really easy way to connect with tables was to talk about dogs. Do you want to take this appetizer home with you? Do you have any puppies at home that would appreciate leftovers? And I know not everyone feeds their animals people food, and even if they were to say no, I don't feed my dogs that way, It's still kind of like a good way to like break the ice and just try to talk about something normal. For me, it was always like a go-to method. Just talk about animals, you know, like the person at the party that just goes for the dog. That's me, 100%. But I'm really like proud of the way that this house came together. I do apologize that I think it's a little scattered in the actual flow of the speed build. I think that I was probably quite bad about actually like staying in one spot and finishing that area. I really tried. But I'm kind of a space cadet sometimes whenever I build. I'm just gonna like do like, you know, the doormats just there. I want to put them at the front door, the back door, the garage door, like make sure they're at all the doors whenever I'm doing it instead of just like doing it as I'm there. And I don't know if everyone builds like that, but that's definitely how I build. And I very specifically did not care that that bar stool was going to be like not usable. I kind of wanted it to be that way, honestly, because I don't want for people to congregate in that area specifically. I just wanted it to kind of look like if you needed to plop down and write out something to go in the mail, or you're just trying to write out your grocery list, you could just plop down at the front door right there, right next to your purse, grab your list or whatever and update it. I don't know. I sound like such an old woman. Update your grocery list, guys. Make sure you've got bread on the list. Oh, goodness. I really am turning 30. I'm so past the phase of like being excited about when you get towels for Christmas. That was years ago. At this point, I'm admitting I need to go and see an eye doctor about the stigmatism in my left eye. I need sunglasses. I need sunglasses so I can see better. Nope, obviously, sunglasses is wrong. I need eyeglasses because your girl is getting old. But this house, it actually has so much space for your family to grow, and so it's absolutely not a starter home. It is a family home. You have what you could call a little boy room downstairs. It's definitely more masculine in the kind of color tones that I went for, but obviously functional either way over here, but that is more of the child's room. We have a toddler space, which I kind of went for some gender neutral colors, but at the same time it has a bit more of a feminine touch over there. And then there are 2 teenager rooms or full beds upstairs, and the master bedroom, of course, is upstairs. There is also a nursery. So sorry, I had to take a sip of my coffee. Could not live without that sip of coffee. Anyway, so the nursery up here, I did put a dollhouse in the nursery, so it kind of has a little bit of functionality to the house, since nurseries are not obviously like super functional. But I just thought it was a fun little touch, and everything except for the dollhouse is base game. So if you do download this house, you will have like the bassinet in place and the little like faux changing table. That green room right there though is my favorite, hands down, maybe even that I've ever done. Love the way that that came together. So happy about it. So last night I watched Lil Simsy's new part of the 100 baby challenge. Also, congrats to her on the, not only can we name cow plants, but the fact that she is like, all the cow plants are literally named Little Simsy. That is hilarious. And also, like, I am so proud of the actual creators behind like the actual Sims game, the creators doing that. I think that that is so cool because obviously like she rallied the community and she caused such an uprising over cow plants that they were like, okay, well, you know what? We're just gonna listen to this fiery little lady because she's got the community behind her at this point. And I thought it was honestly quite beautiful. loved it. Loved it very much. But no, I was mentioning I watched her 100 baby that she put up last night. She's like almost done with her challenge, and honestly, her 100 baby challenge is what inspired me to start my YouTube channel and to be able to participate in the 100 baby challenge as well. Don't know why, but I wanted to. We're on baby number 20, if you're interested. The early videos are rough, and I'm so sorry about that, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. And playing on console, I wasn't really sure the best way to even approach recording, but I figured a lot of things out, so patting my own back there. But I feel like every time she releases a 100 baby, it's right whenever I'm about to record one of my 100 babies. It like just gives me life. Gives me life. I'm ready to record an episode of the 100 baby now. And that's going to happen today. I'm going to get it recorded today. Don't know when it'll be up. Hopefully in just a few days. But my aim is to have this speed build up for you guys today, which I said earlier, but it's Saturday. So funny watching me like size down those saucer lights, because I built this before they did the patch update this week, where they gave us the super subtle saucer light, and they also like brought the price down on all those lights. So really this house should probably be much cheaper, but I done built it before they made everything cheaper. So, oh well, you know. But I wanted for the parents to kind of have like almost built-in shelves here where they could have a bunch of their personal belongings in their own little spaces, whatever book mom is reading, whatever book co-mommy or dad or boyfriend or whatever is reading. I think that it's good for them to have their space in their room so that it's like private, especially because this is a big family home. You could have grandma staying in the bedroom downstairs if you like wanted to renovate it to be more of just like a mother-in-law bedroom. It's so many bedrooms in this house. I feel like, I mean, I know it's not, well, I mean, you could absolutely sleep 8 Sims in this house, 100%. And there is totally enough room for them to stretch their legs and do their stuff. But definitely, sorry, I was losing my train of thought there for a second because my cats are making noise. They're always making noise. I don't know why they have to do this to me. But I'm so happy with the way that this master bedroom came together. The color on the walls is not really something that I've, I don't know that I've ever used it actually. But I think that it just complemented everything else really well. It just had this kind of moody vibe to it. But in such a like a rich, like warm way. It doesn't seem like gothic, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point because this speed build is honestly, I thought about cutting quite a bit of this out, but I figured why not? We'll just go for it. And if you guys are interested, then hey, thanks, you know? I even sped it up faster than I would typically. I very much need to go and watch the new episode of Sparked because I believe the second episode is out and live now. I think it airs on Fridays, but I watched it on Sunday last week, so I don't even know, honestly. But we are just about done with the speed build portion, and then we're going to go into the tour section where you'll get to see the finished product of the backyard because I do cut it short. It just honestly was so much. So on to the tour. Hello guys. It's me, Jessica, and today we're gonna do something a little different. Not really different. We're doing a speed build, but I have moved a couple of Sims in here that my husband and I actually made for Eco Living whenever that pack came out. We have done a little bit of like our version of Rags to Riches with them. But I didn't want to make any Sims. I'm honest there. I didn't want to make any Sims, so I just put them in this house. But yeah, this is a house that I actually built recently. I have just been doing a bunch of like towny house makeovers, so I don't ever have to worry about like my build sim is like this save file is just a building file, and her name is Natalie Tinsley. We don't play with her at all, but that is her name, and she is like the one that always does the tours of all the community lots that I build. But she's not here today. So anyways, besides the point, just a little catching up. So this is like the house. I went for a modern look, if you can't already tell. I apologize, I'm sure I didn't like speak words there. But I actually like really tried my very best to use the Trane tool to make that driveway instead of like, I can't ever get the roofing pieces to work really all that great. So I think that it has like a pretty nice slope. It's probably not perfect, but it's hard, you know, it's really hard. But I meshed a lot of the eco lifestyle fencing in here to kind of give them some privacy on this front window. And you'll kind of see whenever we go inside, there's just a lot of windows. This whole like diagonal wall bit with the corner window, I did that all over the place, so it's all throughout the house. I probably should actually, before we go in, I'm sorry, I know I just probably like teased you right there. But I want to show you the outside a bit better. Yeah, so this is it on the outside. So we've got, oh, a tree. We've got those like corner diagonal bits all over the place, and I took them all the way up whenever I did do them. This is the backyard area, and we'll look at this a bit better. But this is the back of the house, and you can see there's a bunch of those corners going all the way up the house. I really just was like, well, that part of the house doesn't go all the way up, but I actually kind of think that that looks really cool. I just put like kind of some metal corrugated whatever right there. Your trash cans are over here. So I know that was kind of like a weird angle. But yeah, okay, we can go inside now. We can do it, we can do it. Okay, so this is our little entryway, and I wanted it to just be a really nice and big open house, which has always been very difficult for me to furnish, but I think that I did really good with this one. I'm very happy. I even used medium-sized wall heights, which I think is also kind of tricky, but we have a lot of decor items and stuff like that with a bunch of the packs, or even not. The base game has a ton of decor. But this is the little kitchen area. I did basically a nice open living plan in here. I used these like kind of industrial lights because the outside of the house is very brick and cold, and I was gonna bring that inside, but it was just a bit too stark. So I started using some of the like wood timber back there on that back wall because I wanted it to just look a bit warmer here and there, more like a home, you know. I wanted it to feel a bit more cozy, but still have some of those elements brought in of like the modernity of it. So we've got the eco living fireplace over here as well. I really like this space. I think that it looks so cute. Sorry, I had to snap a screenshot because I already took all of my screenshots, but I actually did not take one in like that angle, and I think it actually looks really cool. But yeah, a little dining space over here, as well as of course you have the island. But this is technically a 6, but you could call it 5. It's a 5-bedroom house with, I think, like 5 bathrooms, essentially 4.5 maybe you could call it, because one of them is like a powder room, a half bath. Does not have a shower. However, if you have university, you probably could put your own shower in there. I just feel like there's enough showers. But this is maybe a younger or an adolescent boy-ish room. I tried to make it somewhat gender neutral, but it definitely has more of kind of a moody vibe in here, but I love it. Ooh, guys, I'm sorry I didn't put anything on those shelves, but hey, there's a spot for your collectibles because I'm not fixing it now. In here we have just like a little bathroom for the duder or little lady, whoever. And then across over here is a toddler room, which I actually did not take any screenshots in this room at all. I kind of just ignored this room's existence. But yeah, this is a toddler room. Once again, I think I did kind of like a peach wall color there. So it's not exactly like looking super gender neutral, but you could always change that. So just a little bit of stuff in there. Here is a bathroom, nice, big, spacious. For the most part, you know, you can come in and just kind of relax, do your business. Across here is the garage, and I put a bunch of skill building in the garage. We've got like a little workout corner, yoga spot, art area, little laundry section over here, which I think looks really cute. There's a little laundry sink in here as well. I just wanted for all of the touches to kind of be there. Like I just wanted character in this house, even though it is very much a modern family home, because I can't do anything just like blandly. Anyways, this is our little like office space. So you have, first off, I was building the same exact house over there, but the yard, like I pretty much took up the whole lot like that over there. So yeah, I went ahead and changed it. But yeah, little office space. I think that is everything. So just trying to come up in the right spot. This is the foyer of the upstairs. It's actually quite large because the floor plan was kind of weird, but I wanted it to just have almost a bit of a hangout vibe up here as well. So the floor glitches right here, and I think maybe that's fencing, I don't know. But there's no computer here, just a desk. I obviously love a desk with a view. I have a problem. There's a view right here if you're dancing, I suppose. All sorts of stuff like that. And then here's your nursery. I thought that this was just a cute little touch. There is a little dollhouse in here, so that technically it is set up for somewhat of a functionality. It's not completely useless. This is just another bathroom, but it is a bit fancier. You've got this nice big countertop sink space. I figured if the upstairs is kind of sharing this bathroom for their showers, then they needed that big space to get ready and stuff. But that's the space back there for the bathtub. And the shower head, across here is just this little half bath that I was telling you guys about. Just not a whole lot going on there. Really not. This is honestly one of my favorite bedrooms that I've ever done, probably. The way that the green hits with the warm wood tones, I'm really, really, really vibing with this room. I think that it is absolutely one of the cutest rooms I've ever done. Just hands down. Hands down. Honestly, hands down. I think it's so cute. Anyways, moving on. Over here, we have a little baby Yoda, always watching over you. You cannot ever leave the details out, you know? This is a boy's room. I kind of geared this one towards being like a little retro funky, but definitely like that kind of masculine vibe with the browns and the blues. But I think that it all meshes together quite well. So this is that space. And then the master bedroom, because I always love to try and go all out for my masters. You have this space, beautiful. Whenever you walk in, you get to see that there is a fireplace over there. Their bed itself is my favorite bed, favorite swatch of the bed. I love this bed and this swatch specifically. It is like, I want it in real life. I want it. But with the book ottoman, I just feel like it's so cozy. I did not leave the shelves bare in here. I went all out in here. I did not spare any expense. There's, you know, the shirts and the cologne, and I went all out with this room. This would be, I'm, you know, assuming like maybe a glass panel that you could slide, but it's technically just, there's the one tile that's open. You come in and there's like this glass, or not glass, I'm sorry, obviously the ivy dividers that I have used as everyone, I can't stop, and I don't blame us as a community for overusing them. They're beautiful. Anyways, once again with the big countertops, I wanted a double sink in here, but it just wasn't quite working. So I put like the double hand towels over there. I wanted it to just look like nice and, you know, homey. I don't know. I really like the way everything came together. The open closets to the bathroom space, I feel like it's, you know, just very like accessible while they're getting ready for work in the mornings. Everything is just right there. And they don't have to walk anywhere for anything. It's just right there. Like, honey, will you grab me socks? They're right next to you. Okay, so coming outside, okay, by the way, this is really bad. I can't remember our Sims names. Okay, we'll come back to that. I haven't played with them in a while. You can't tell. Anyways, I really can't remember. So we have the little seating area with the, I think that's the City Living coffee table. This is perfect. You've got the pool out here. Trees are just swaying. I mean, it just really, it's so serene out here. I wanted to create that like kind of ideal backyard in a sense. So this is my version. You come out here, you've got the little area for your gardening, your bees, and all your grubs and anything like that that you want to kind of get started. You've got over here, there's the stuff over here. Stuff over here. The tools and the hose on top of the wall there so that you can actually do your gardening with your supplies. And then just over here is kind of the last little bit. We have, it kind of blends right in with the fence, but there's the monkey bars, and then we've got a swing set and some solar panels, dew collector, just some stuff like that to kind of make the house more eco-friendly because, you know, why not? You've got it, you might as well flaunt it. All right, now it's gonna bother me. What are our Sims names? What have I done? Nico and Tori. I freaking... Okay, so the last male Sim that my husband named was Apollo, and I kept getting hung up on that one. Anyways, Nico and Tori, y'all. That's all I got for you. They're eco people, you know? Literally, he's got the eco innovator aspiration. Oh, I did make them married. I forgot that. They're not just like, they are married by default. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope that you liked the tour. Let me actually get back out here for a pretty view of the house again. There we go. There we go. But I hope you guys like it. I'm very happy with this house. I think that it's something that I'm like about to implement in my life. But don't I say that with every house? As you should, though. You should enjoy what you build. Just keep building, you know? That's what I do. I just like to build, build, build. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Like I said, thank you for stopping by, and I will catch y'all later. Bye!